Hey Scorpio, and welcome to my channel, The Flourishing Mystic. I'm here with your next 3-month ahead reading. Let's hop right in for the beautiful sign of Scorpio. I have a lot of decks I want to work with and get through for this reading, Scorpio. What can you expect? What's coming along your way, along your path, January through to March? Let's find out. January, you have stars, divine guidance. What a beautiful card for the month of January. There's a symbol of hope, inspiration, guidance. February, you have skull endings. And March, you have flamingo fun. Very interesting. I'm going to be flowing through January through to March to see the unfoldment. You have Cowrie shell abundance in your underlying theme and what you really don't see coming throughout this timeline. So beautiful, Scorpio. Let's tune in. Stars. We also have the number 33, so that number could be all around you right now as sort of a sign that you're on the right path. Okay. Also, a lot of you are connected to astrology. A lot of you are connected to a source beyond. Okay, it feels like a source above that you are really connected to for your light, for your hope, for your faith. So this could be God, this could be a saint, angels, stars, astrology, something like that really connects you, that makes you feel you're on purpose. Okay, you're going to be receiving some real divine guidance at this time. Some of you are readers and you provide this for other people. Okay. February endings. Scorpio knows this more than anybody. In order to open ourselves up to receiving more, being more, sometimes we have to prune, sometimes we have to cut back, sometimes we have to cut our losses, sometimes we have to go through an ending for real transformation to happen, but also for real growth to happen. Look at the plant flourishing out of that skull. That's a symbol for real growth. Okay, that's a symbol that some sort of ending in your life triggers true and meaningful growth to happen in your life. And I get the timeline with this card from March to September being very prevalent. Also, we have 11. So either November, the 11th of the month, okay, where you start to see the real growth. Look at March. It's like the grass really is greener on the other side. On the other side of this transformation is what I'm getting. So I saw this beautiful quote and it said, the grass isn't greener on the other side. The grass is greener where we water it. So that's an important message because, first of all, you start to water the areas of your life where you want to experience more growth, more potential, and it looks like you want more fun. You want more fulfillment. There's also 2 flamingos here, so some of you want partnership and companion. The number 2 is significant. It's a 2 card. So that's a pair, that's a match coming in with this flamingo fun card. But I also did get the message that the grass is greener on the other side in this scenario. And what is the other side? It's the side of that change, the change that you have undergone. Okay? Some sort of ending helps. It almost feels like it launches you forward in the real direction you're supposed to be in the real direction of your dreams. Not half living it, but fully living it. Okay, as you'll start to see in the month of March. Your underlying theme is so beautiful. I can't wait to talk more about it. I'll save that for the end. So let's start unfolding for the sign of Scorpio. January through to March, beloved spirit, what's coming up for Scorpio? What don't they see coming? Any messages you have for Scorpio for their highest good, beloved spirit? Excuse my shadow. I'm filming right beside a window, which I love. I love the sensation of the sun. We have here Six of Pentacles coming in for the month of January. Okay, you're going to start to see returns on your investment. You're going to start to see some sort of payoff. Something pays off. There's also a very beautiful reciprocal energy. Okay, it's interesting because they're showing me the star and that's like 5-pointed. You're coming out of a 5 of Pentacles kind of experience, coming from loss, coming from separation, coming from loneliness into some sort of reciprocal, generous, abundance, lavish. I'm even getting lavish experiences coming up. Also, Scorpios are, I know you give a lot. You give a lot to partnerships. You give a lot to your best friends. You give a lot to family. You give a lot to life itself. I feel like you're finally getting some reward for that. I want to say reward. It's being gifted to you in more than one way by more than one person or thing. A lot is going to be coming back around to you. A lot that you have been pouring into something is going to be coming back around to you. Full circle, and maybe even multiplied. Multiplied is what I'm getting. If more wants to come up on this, it'll definitely come through and shine through this reading. I'm called to move on to February. We have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, Page of Pentacles in the month of February. Some ending actually contributes to, it feels like a shedding process. Like, the Page of Pentacles is a very youthful energy. So one thing I'm going to say is you get reconnected to either your inner child or your inner faith system. There's a very youthful vibe coming through. I can't really describe it. Like you're no longer weighed down by a circumstance that wasn't meant to be in your life. Be it a job, a relationship. Maybe you got fired and that was sort of tragic. But at the same time, the most liberating thing for your soul and even your finances, you're going to start to see, like I said, there is going to be this energy that the grass really is greener on this other side of the ending, this other side of you receiving back what you have been giving or putting out there. You got the King of Cups in March. I'm getting travel for some Scorpios. You're making plans to travel. King of Cups is also you. You could be connecting to perhaps another water sign, Cancer, potentially Scorpio or Pisces. There could be real divine harmony between you and another person, especially a masculine, whether they're coming in the form of a teacher or a mentor, a wonderful boss, very intuitive, or a loving partner. Okay, it's like you've been exactly what they've been looking for. Okay, so either the right person for the job, the right person for the situation, or the person that they've been praying for in terms of love. I'm getting multiple scenarios, so bear with me. What else am I getting here? It's also time spent in nature, maybe near a body of water. And now I know not everyone resonates with that energy or feels like maybe they don't have the funds right now to be able to even think of traveling When there's a will, there's a way. And I see somebody making way for more fun, more adventure. They are just going to make something happen, because either it's like you haven't traveled in a while, or it hasn't. There's something you've been putting off for far too long. And March, you decide, I'm no longer going to put this thing off. Okay. And I feel like there is some sort of help there. They pulled me to the bottom of the deck, and I see the Ace of Cups, and this is a real heart opening and a real connection and alignment. So the next 3 months is powerful, because when we're aligned, that's when miracles happen. When we're aligned, we can literally move mountains. The things that used to bother us don't bother us anymore. The blocks that were once there are now open. There's no more chains. There's no more restriction. Okay, there's like something beautiful happens in this time period for Scorpios. You have different timelines I see here, but it doesn't matter. The theme is the same. I feel like you're going to have the means in 2024 to start really living the life you want to live. There's something about lifestyle that's coming through. What kind of lifestyle do you want? And it's not just to be rich and famous, I see here. You want you want to be recognized where you're working. Like, you want to be recognized for what you're giving into a workplace, for your ideas, your talent, your creativity, the hours you're putting in. Okay, 6 of Pentacles. And security is here, as I was just sort of meditating and shuffling at the same time. You also don't want to be bogged down from the past. I see that happening. You're free from, sort of detached, very much present. But yet there's also this element of wanting adventure, surprise, going with the flow of life. You're embracing all seasons of life. Spring, summer, fall, winter. There's this beautiful acceptance that we're not always going to be going through growth periods, and we're not always going to be going through endings. This could be the year of thriving for Scorpio, especially if you've had to deal with a lot of endings in previous years or months. There's a going with the flow. There's a flowing with life. There's a divine harmony that I'm seeing. Let's get more. Pleasure is coming in the month of January. This is beautiful. This is real. This is raw. This is nature. Okay, it's almost like I'm getting your birthright. It's your birthright now to receive all that the universe has for you. It's your birthright to feel like you are loved, like you are, it's like there's a return on some sort of an investment here. That's your birthright. You are not meant to be begging for crumbs and just accepting that. I feel like there's much more for you in the month of January and in 2024. I'm getting a real change this year, a real change for Scorpios, and to be honest, most of the signs. Pleasure seeking. So this is telling me that you're going to have more means or more resources available to you in order for you to even be able to have more pleasure. I'm getting there's some type of increase, or you're being given something, more money, an opportunity, maybe even time for some of you. Let's look at February. We have wisdom. Okay, so you learning from the past, you learning from failures, you learning from challenges in your life. It's given you wisdom. It's given you wisdom. It's also, it hasn't tainted your spirit, like I said, with the Page of Pentacles. It hasn't aged you, okay? It hasn't aged you. You've almost aged in reverse here because of this shedding process. When we go through endings, it's because something's truly not meant to be there. It's been holding us back. So you're no longer being held back. You're no longer being held back, which is so beautiful. Wow, the month of March, you get openness. Open to more fun. Open to a wondrous future. Open to more, abundance. I'm getting even lavishness, opulence. Maybe you're open to being amazed at the miracles that the universe can bring to you in your life. Surrendering. There's a lot of surrendering here as well, and just being open to what's next. There's like a new pathway opening up that, because you have the number 2, it's in alignment. It's a pair. It's like the quote from Rumi, what you seek is seeking you at the same time. This is going to be a real connection and alignment point for you on your pathway. You're going to notice this. Also with the full moon, I love that. Entering a season of fullness. Entering a season of fullness and rawness and all that Scorpio can really be and more. You're receiving like downloads, okay, integrating more of your highest self. If you thought you integrated all of it, believe me, there's more. Okay, this is also going to open you up to new experiences. What do you have as your underlying theme? Remember, Cowrie shell, abundance. Like I said, I'm still going to get into that energy. Yeah, there's wonders. There's still more to live in this life. Okay, if you thought the adventure stops or the fun stops, it doesn't. It gets better. It gets better for Scorpio. You have to have a believing heart. You have to shed disbelief. You have to shed the past, the failures, the disappointments, to be open enough to this new cycle ahead. There is a new cycle here. Let's get a divine door message for Scorpio. Destiny. One door closes, another opens for you. Let the plans of destiny unravel true. Pass this card on like I can't make this up. You're living your destiny and you're in acceptance of what is no longer, what is coming up, what is meant to be. You are just open. You're open to what's next. You realize there's a part of life that is completely out of our control. There's some things that we have in our power to change. We have immediate goals in front of us. We do our best. We go after them. We tick them off our list. And then there's a higher plan. And a lot of you are surrendering to the higher plan and entering into your season of fulfillment. And like I said, full embodiment of what makes Scorpio Scorpio. What makes you brilliant, magnificent, treasured. So they're giving me that key word because some of you haven't felt treasured in a relationship, in a work scenario. This is entering your period of feeling treasured. Whew, I almost don't want to do love, but I did them for all of the signs. So, of course, I want to be fair. Let's get some love messages flowing. What I've noticed is because so many Scorpios, so many signs are going through different love scenarios, I'm bound to pick up on more than one. So let's just be open to the messages that come through for who they're meant to be for. I've sort of surrendered the fact that it's not going to apply to everybody, but whoever needs to hear these messages will hear them. So January through to March, love themes for the sign of Scorpio. If you can make them broad enough, even better. All right, so I'm going to cut the deck, split the deck, however you want to word it. New love. New love is coming in for some Scorpios here. A new person has stirred your feelings. Very interesting. You have pleasure, right? You have Six of Pentacles. There's two hands, giving and receiving. And then you have divine guidance and stars. Like the stars have aligned. The stars have aligned to make this happen, to connect you with someone who's probably going to bring more pleasure, add more to it than take, or there's going to be a fine balance. Like you're also giving into this and receiving. There's giving and receiving, which is beautiful. I'm seeing some traditional roles here, some old school love involving like, sometimes I even hear like patience. Someone's going to be very patient with you, Scorpio, especially if you're a female, not rush you into any sort of commitment or sex or intimacy. So there's that. I'm also getting there's going to be balance between the two of your energies and flow. And it's like you give equally, but you may not give equally. Maybe there's someone who does the financial component, but there's this other person that brings and offers the, I don't know, divine harmony component, or is just like a real feminine is what I'm getting. There's some traditional roles coming in for some Scorpios here in this new love connection. Let's look at February. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings. Okay, some of you are, like I said, learning from the past, learning about how to communicate better. The person you're connecting with has learned the same. I'm also getting like learning from past relationship mistakes that maybe you have made or you learn from witnessing other people. Okay. There's a lot of wisdom coming through and a lot of like bravery to speak one's truth here with heart-to-heart conversations. And lastly, we have March, or potentially just a third love energy for some Scorpios. You have release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. When you release something, to the Scorpios who are feeling attached to somebody of the past, feeling like they can't move on, like it feels impossible, there's still some letting go here, okay? At some point between January and March, releasing what didn't work and being open to what is going to be coming up along your path. Because like I said earlier, I got the message, there's still more. If you thought that this was it, just wait. Some of you feel like, oh, I met this person and they're the only one, like they're the person I'm meant to be with. But if that energy is not reciprocated, then believe me, they're not the one. The one is going to complement your life, not rob from it, not steal from it, not take away, not dim it. This is going to be a person that complements your wholeness and your fullness. This is also going to be a person where it's not going to be confusing. It's going to be very straightforward. Two people coming together to have a good time, to bless the other one, okay, with their love, with their affection, with their time, with their loyalty. and all the good things that loving partnerships have to offer. Nothing less. Okay, so if there's a person that you may still reminisce about thinking that they could still be the one, they're probably not. And there's a strong message here to let go and surrender to your destiny. There's still more to live. There's still plans for you. And when one door closes, another one opens for you. Let the plans of destiny unravel. True. Strong message coming in. Are you ready for your underlying theme? You have the cowrie shell, abundance. Welcome in abundance because it's yours. The cowrie shell has been used in currency for centuries, and people still adorn themselves with the shell in the form of jewelry and charms. Wealth is coming your way now in the form of financial prosperity, leisure time, and peace of mind. You might receive an unexpected windfall, begin a fulfilling romantic relationship, or gain support from someone with valuable resources and connections. Your ability to manifest is heightened. So it's important to believe you are worthy of your desires. Remember, your hard work has not been in vain, and the abundance coming towards you is well earned. The cowrie shell also speaks of fertility and creation, so be ready for gifts from the universe. Be ready for gifts from the universe. Divine Scorpio, look at that. Be open, be ready. Additional meanings: successful projects, new job offers, a fertile time, and harvest season. So Scorpio, I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, if you felt connected to it in any way, let me know in the comments below. I love hearing from you. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.